We buy distressed properties and then we renovate them and then we rent them out and refinance them and repeat. So by using that strategy, we have been able to continue to roll into the next property and again, allow us to get to over 100 units where we are today.
Welcome to the Big Money Influencers Podcast. We talk with top influencers and experts to help you navigate and prosper in your business. It's all about creating wealth, legacy, and an online presence. Here's your host, Ceanne Livingston.
I'm sitting here with Lisa Rector, who is a real estate agent, and she also does investing. And I'm going to be asking her some questions about both and how a lot of people think about real estate and they have no idea about the wealth that can be created with real estate. What do you do, Lisa?
Hi, everybody. My name is Lisa Rector, and I live in Champaign, Illinois. I am a real estate agent. So I run the Lisa Rector team in Champaign, Illinois with Keller Williams Realty. We are one of the top teams in our market. My husband and I are also real estate investors and own over 100 units within Champaign-Urbana.
What is the difference between a real estate agent and a real estate investor?
As a real estate agent, I get to help clients look for new homes. So to purchase a home, to sell a home, or to help real estate investors find investment opportunities within our market. And being an investor is actually us investing in the properties within our market, purchasing those, and then keeping them as rentals.
That's another opportunity when it comes to investing.
I have the best of both worlds. I get to help clients, like I said, find their dream home, sell their home, and then my husband and I are very passionate about helping other individuals get started in real estate investing and continue to grow their portfolios.
What does wealth mean to you, Lisa?
It means to me financial freedom, because that will allow my family to really get to our bigger why, which is creating memories for my kids, supporting them through college, and just building a generational wealth and leaving a legacy. So it's really important for my husband and I to give back to our community and to make sure we instill that in our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren. And we have realized recently, the more money we create, the more people that we can help.
Back to real estate investing. How did you begin?
My husband actually bought his first rental property when he was in college, and he used the house hacking method. And if you're not familiar with what that is, that means you purchase a property and you live in the property and have roommates live with you to actually cover your mortgage. So essentially you're living there for free. We also see it with duplexes. You live on one side of the duplex and then rent out the other side. Again, those tenants are paying for the mortgage for the entire property, so you live for free. If that is an opportunity or an option for a lot of our investors, we really encourage that. So that's how we started our portfolio. And then we also use the BRRRR method. So if you're not familiar with that, that means we buy distressed properties and then we renovate them and then we rent them out and refinance them and repeat. So by using that strategy, we have been able to continue to roll into the next property and again, allow us to get to over 100 units where we are today.
What is that called? The BRRRR method?
BRRRR method.
I haven't heard of the other one, house hacking.
That's how we started our portfolio and continue now to grow that. And then after we got started to build our portfolio, I was actually in retail management and I wasn't happy. I wanted more flexibility. I essentially wanted to be my own boss, start my own business. So I decided to get into real estate, and we knew it was going to be a win-win because me being a real estate agent, I'm exposed to a lot of the properties that are coming on the market or right when they're listed. So that was a great opportunity for us to take advantage of as investors. Actually, the CEO of my company, Keller Williams, always says, when you come across a property to list it, you need to think if you're going to buy it first. So we really encourage if again, a real estate opportunity falls in your lap and you can purchase it, move forward and add that to your portfolio. So it's really been a win-win for us.
My old boss, who's an investor realtor too, her husband has a license and she doesn't, said the same thing. That strategy works. Tell me more about some of the other strategies that you've used to get to where you are now.
Yeah, so I guess being a real estate agent, one big thing that has really helped me take my business to the next level is realizing that nobody succeeds alone. So adding leverage to my team, finding the right people and putting them in the right seats on the bus. And once you have those individuals that are the right fit and in the right seats, it's really incredible what you could do and accomplish as a team. I had a little bit of resistance around that at first. And then once, like I said, I leveraged other people, then I was able to break through the ceiling and get to the next level. The other thing for me is I have a coach, and that when I first hired my coach, I think it was 3 or 4 years ago, I doubled my business the year that I hired a coach. And the reason that helped me is because that added a very high level of accountability to my business that I didn't have prior to that. So those are the tips that have really helped me succeed within my real estate business.
What does leveraging mean?
Well, it's nobody succeeds alone. So it could be leveraging other people. And that's what I meant with that scenario is finding other people. Like, for instance, I was doing a lot of my administrative work. And I knew that there was somebody out there that could do it just as great as I did, if not better. I mean, I'm not great at that position. I don't like that role. And I was in resistance because I was scared to take the next step and take that risk and hire somebody, because that meant that they were relying on me for their income. But once I leveraged that person and allowed them to take over that role, that freed up more of my time that I could use to focus on dollar productive activity. So that was really focusing on being an agent and not doing the administrative work.
I mean, the word leveraging is used a lot in real estate.
Oh, it's huge. I use it probably 6 times a day or more. It's huge.
Leveraging money, leveraging.
Yes. Time, people. Yes. Lots of different ways to leverage.
Yes. I think that was one of the first times I've heard that word used was at the real estate investing conference. So you talked about helping people, like teaching real estate investing. Do you do that as like a business, just for fun, to help people that you want to see get a next step up? Do you do that as part of your agents, or how does that look?
Right now, we'll see what that looks like in the future. Right now, it's really in our market. We have some people that have approached us and have said, hey, we watch what you guys do and we're interested. And we have no clue how to get started. How do we get started? So my husband and I usually tag team on that and sit down, do a consultation and see what kind of strategy works best for them, because the BRRRR method doesn't work for everybody. Luckily, my husband's a firefighter, so he works 24 hours on, 48 hours off. So when we started to build our portfolio and he was actually working on the properties and not leveraging other people, he was actually going in and doing the renovations because he had the time to do it. If people don't have the time to do that, and you're not willing to pay for it, then that's probably not going to be the best strategy, real estate investing strategy for you.
Learn the secrets entrepreneurs can use to create wealth and legacy. Discover exactly how the top 1% are building financial success, wealth, and a legacy quickly in their business. These are the only secrets you need to create wealth and legacy when it comes to building your online presence. When you visit bigmoneyinfluencerlive.com, you will get free access to the exclusive Big Money Influencers Live business kit. It teaches proven secret strategies that successful entrepreneurs are using daily to create wealth and legacy in their business. Foolproof methods established business owners are using to live and build wealth and legacy. We know you're busy, so we have convenient audios which include foolproof methods established business owners use to build wealth and legacy. Easy to follow binder notes. And if you're ready to 10x your online presence or ready to take your business online, you can book a call and discover how to get started. Visit bigmoneyinfluencerlive.com. That's bigmoneyinfluencerlive.com.
If people don't have the time to do that, and you're not willing to pay for it, then that's probably not going to be the best strategy, real estate investing strategy for you. So we would just determine through a consultation what the best strategy would be. Sometimes that looks like purchasing a turnkey property that's updated already, because that would just be out of convenience. So really just sitting down and figuring out the best route for them. And then I will take it from there and work with them as their agent, and then start helping them find opportunities. And we have had people approach us. One thing I wanted to point out, Champaign was actually named the #1 college town for our investment market for real estate investments. And that is because of the affordability and the high rents. So we have family members from Arizona, from different states, friends that reach out to us and just say, hey, we know you guys have a better opportunity, or our money can go further in Champaign-Urbana, so we would like to invest with you. So we do set up a lot of partnerships through that too. So that's how we can help a lot of new investors get started if they're not in our market.
Did you say that was a college town?
Yes, we have the University of Illinois here. So we have a ton of students, but also just the different companies that we have in town to support our local economy. And like I said, the higher rents that we can pull in, and then the lower purchase prices.
I was just wondering if that was part of the key of it being a college town. And
that's a big part of it. Yeah.
What are some other strategies?
Yeah. So like I said, there's the BRRRR approach. You could do something that's turnkey, ready to go. We do have some wholesale investors that we work closely with. I have an investor that I work with that does tax sales. So he acquires properties through tax sales. You can flip. We like to hold. So we renovate and then we actually hold on to them. So we don't do a lot of flipping unless it's a great opportunity. So those are house hacking. Those are most of the big ones.
Can you tell me more about tax liens?
So I don't know like the purchase price that they buy them for, if they just pay the back taxes, or if there's more of a fee that goes with that. We don't do that. I have a client that I help. He acquires the properties through tax liens and tax sales, and then I help him sell them. So I'm not sure exactly what his purchase price is. I know you have to go to the courthouse sometimes and bid on these and pay off the back taxes, I believe, and then acquire the property. But they're usually distressed too. They are going to need rehabbed.
Yep, there's a reason why they're not paying their taxes.
Yes. And some people don't even know that they are. So it could really be an awkward situation. I listed one and they had no clue. They were like, why is this chick's sign in the yard? So they didn't even know that they were back on their taxes.
Somebody get a hold of you if they want to connect with you, or obviously if they want to sign their house with you, you probably want to be in the area, or you have a website or something.
Yeah, and a few things that I can offer to support people is I have a close relationship with a lot of different agents throughout the country, actually in different countries too. So if anybody needed help getting set up with a real estate agent, I'm happy to set you up with somebody wherever you may live. So that's one way I can help you. And then, like I said, we have a huge opportunity. I tell people we're sitting on a gold mine in Champaign-Urbana with real estate investing. So if anybody were interested in any opportunity to invest with us there and form some kind of partnership, we would be open to a conversation with that, or just learning more about real estate investing. And then, of course, if you need to buy or sell a house in Champaign, I'd be happy to help you. So you can find me. My email is lisa@rectorteam.com, or you could just simply Google the Lisa Rector Team, Illinois, and we'd pop up.
Awesome. Wonderful.
And our website is lisarector.com.
Is there anything else that you want to share that you think would be relevant to building wealth, real estate?
Yeah, I would just say one thing my husband and I tell people all the time is just don't be afraid to take a risk, because we took risks and we are so grateful that we did, because they have paid off. And like I said, because of that, we have been able to build wealth through our personal vehicle of real estate investing, and that's created a lot of opportunities for our family and opportunities for us to support other people. So don't be scared to take the big risk, and it's never too late to get started.
With that, I want to ask you something, because you said you guys had can't remember the number of a property that you have.
Over 100.
Over 100. So you went from, how many years did it take you to get started from where you're at now?
Jason bought his first property in probably 06 or 07. I can find out for sure. And then we have built that. So now it's 2021, 13, 14 years. So
that's quick to go from where you started to what you have now, to having a property with over 100 units. So
yeah, and we're 35 years old, which is really cool that we're really proud we've built that at our age. And a lot of people talk to us and they're like, oh gosh, you guys are young, great that you have started that now. We're older, so we're behind the ball a little bit. And that's why we tell people you are never too old to get started and purchase your first property. And not everybody has to get to 100. That's just, the number that worked for us. So you could start with 5 and figure out what number works best for you and your family and getting you to that big why.
Well, thank you so much, Lisa, for being here today. I appreciate you.
Yes. Well, thank you very much for having me. And if anybody has any other questions, I'd be happy to set up a phone call.
To discover the secrets entrepreneurs are using to create wealth and legacy, visit bigmoneyinfluencerslive.com. And here's a big ask. If you love this podcast, will you take a minute to subscribe, review, and give us a 5-star rating? Be sure and share with your friends and family. And thank you for listening.